Live from the hangar bay of the USS Midway Museum, KUSI Sports presents the 18th Annual Silver Pigskin Gala. Now, here is tonight's Master of Ceremonies, Paul Rudy.
Whoa! There you go. Hey everybody, welcome to the USS Midway and welcome to the Silver Pigskin Gala. On Wednesday, we will honor the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, a date that will live in infamy. Now, this aircraft carrier is named after the Battle of Midway. And if Pearl Harbor is seen as the beginning point of the USA's involvement in World War II, the Battle of Midway is the decisive battle that won the Pacific and eventually the war. So this museum is a lasting tribute to the men and women who served aboard her. It represents courage, strength, and endurance, some of the very same qualities we hope our trophy also represents. So tonight, only 7 men have a chance at being the 18th name etched on the side of the prestigious Silver Pigskin. What do you say we meet the 2016 Silver Pigskin finalists? Our first finalist hails from La Jolla Country Day. During his 4-year career, this Tory simply rewrote the section record book. He's the section's all-time leader in total offense, passing yards, TD passes, and pass completions. He'll be playing football at Arizona next fall. Please welcome Silver Pigskin finalist Braxton Burmeister. Our next finalist was born and raised in Sweden. He is the people's choice, everybody. He's the youngest starting quarterback in the history of the Swedish national team, a 3-way starter at Cathedral Catholic. This finalist picked Cal out of a pack of D1 offers. And, of course, he was here because you, the people, chose him to be here. Please welcome Silver Pigskin finalist Jordan Jedmark Heath. Our next finalist hails from Rancho Bernardo. 146 yards per game, 6.5 yards per carry, 47 career touchdowns, 1 state championship ring, and did I mention he helped the team win 20 straight football games? Add it all up, it spells Silver Pigskin Finals. Please, a round of applause for Milan Grace. Our next finalist also hails from Cathedral Catholic, and he is now the 4th Don to reach our prestigious podium. The signal caller is the product of an NFL Hall of Fame bloodline. He will play his college football at Boston College. Please welcome Silver Pigskin finalist Tate Haynes. Our next finalist has been an anchor to one of the finest defenses in the county, displaying a lethal combination of quickness, speed, and strength with D1 offers from no fewer than 26 schools. He will represent Madison High in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl and the Polynesian Bowl. Please welcome this future Oregon Duck-to-be, Samson New, everybody. Our next finalist is the 6th player to make the podium from Helix Charter. He's a quality ball carrier for sure, but this senior Scotty is best known for his play at inside linebacker. A downhill thumper is what one coach called him. He arrives at the ball carrier, and he arrives in bad humor. With 4 D1 offers and counting, this young man will also play in the Polynesian Bowl in Hawaii. Please welcome Silver Pigskin finalist Ezekiel Noah. And our 7th finalist becomes the second athlete from modern day to make our podium. His effortless running style has produced over 2,000 yards on the ground, 35 total touchdowns, sought by no fewer than 15 D1 programs. He's also committed to play at Oregon. Please welcome Silver Pigskin finalist, C.J. Verdell. How about getting on your feet for our class of 2016? Gentlemen, take a seat. So what you have on this podium is over 60 D1 offers, 6 section records, 3 All-Star Game invitations, and most importantly, 7 young men of high character. As this show progresses, you'll get to meet each and every one of them. But first, let's celebrate the 2016 season so far through the eyes of Mr. Mike Hacker. Here are the 2016 Plays of the Year. How about a round of applause for Mike Hacker? He's in back, everybody. I'm joined now on the stage by Helix Charters law firm of Blue, Scott & Young, Mugen Blue, Rashawn Scott, and Scotty Young. Gentlemen, we're going to try something we've never tried before. You have been selected, show your plaques, as the Play of the Year recipients. You all combined on one play. We are going to roll the video, and you're going to describe as the ball moves, the microphone moves. So go ahead, roll the play. We start with Mr. Blue.
Thank you, Paul. This was against El Cap, and we cooked this play up on the sideline. As you can see, we're having trouble on the play, but I passed to Rashad.
I tried to do something with the ball, but I just saw a swarm of yellow, and I had to toss it to Scott.
I saw my bro in trouble, so, I had to get the ball. And after I saw a couple blocks, I just got down the sideline, and it was to the gates after that. Nobody was catching me.
All right. The law firm of Blue, Scott & Young, our Play of the Year recipients. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Right now, we're going to kick it over to the B stage, where we'll meet our Silver Pigskin finalist, number 1, Braxton Burmeister.
Thank you very much, Paul. I am joined right now by La Jolla Country Day quarterback Braxton Burmeister. Braxton, thank you for being with us. We're going to look right now as a graphic of your 6 CIF records that you've set. Which one of these records are you most proud of?
I know it's not a record, but just winning 2 CIF titles with my teammates is probably the thing I'm most proud of.
Went off script for me. Any one of those that stands out to you, too? Any of those records?
If I had to choose, probably the total yards.
Well, it's been a lot of very impressive accomplishments. You've trained with a couple of former NFL players, Jeff Garcia and Akili Smith, who are actually both in the house with us tonight. What have you learned from those relationships?
It's been a blessing to be around those 2 great men, and I've learned a lot of off-the-field lessons from them. And not only that, but they've taught me so much about the game of football, and I'm very thankful to have them in my life.
Yeah. Now, on a heartbreaking note, really, a former Tory, Rashawn Salam, passed away today. If this show would have existed when he was playing, he certainly would have been on this stage. Did you know him, and how's the news impacting you?
I knew Rashawn when I was little. He actually has been in my house a few times, and he's a great man, and I just want to say rest in peace to him, and he'll be greatly missed.
Yeah, Braxton, thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, Silver Pigskin finalist Braxton Burmeister.
Very much, Matt. I'm now joined by 2006 Silver Pigskin winner Ryan Lindley. Ryan, do you realize we're celebrating our 10th anniversary tonight?
Wow, that's makes me feel old.
Yeah, well, you know what it does to me? You're now a member of Coach Ron Berner's staff over at LCAP. Tell us about that. Is coaching something you want to do?
I think so. I mean, I've been fortunate, and football's been a part of my life for a long time, and it just seems right to keep going.
Tell us what makes, in your eyes, because you've played for a lot of guys, what makes the best quality? What do good coaches all have in common?
You know, I think guys that care about the kids, and that's first and foremost. And I think football is a game, and I've been fortunate enough to play it for a long time, and with some good ones and some bad ones. But at the end of the day, it's about the players, and as long as you put them in good positions, you'll be in a good place.
You've played this game at every level, at the highest level. What do these young men behind you need to know?
You know what? Be ready to be humbled a little bit. I mean, you get put up on this stage, and this is exciting. This is the pinnacle of your high school career. But from here on out, it's where the hard work comes in. And I think each one of these guys has something special in them, and it's going to be fun to see what they do from here on out.
All right, Ryan. Thank you very much for joining us, Ryan Lindley, everybody, the 2006 winner. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we'll meet our Silver Pigskin finalist number 2. Don't touch that dial. We're just starting to get going here. You're watching the Silver Pigskin Gala, everybody.
Football's hardcore. The Red Jacket Army highlights attack.
Land ho! Well, not necessarily. Here aboard the bridge of the USS Midway, navigation crews would utilize this here alidade in order to chart their course at sea and relay the information seen in the scope back to the chart room inside. It's here in the chart room that the navigators would help steer the ship at sea. And if you want to learn more information about the USS Midway, as well as the chart room, make sure to navigate your way to midway.org.
Welcome back to the Silver Pigskin Gala, everybody. It's brought to you by Cox Communications. Time now to introduce the Queen of the East County, Stephanie Kelly.
Paul Rudy, I am joined by the People's Choice here tonight, Jordan Genmark Heath from Cathedral Catholic. Now, Jordan, close to 2,000 people voted to put you up on the podium tonight. How does that feel?
It's an amazing experience. I had a lot of support from Cathedral, Francis Parker. I think I had a little advantage from being from Sweden, having that support from family and friends back there. But, alumni came through, so I'm extremely happy to be here.
I was going to say, you've probably garnered the most international votes we've ever had. It's because you were born and raised in Stockholm, Sweden. You were the youngest quarterback ever for the Swedish national team. I believe we have some pictures of that. I'm sure you took away a lot of valuable experiences, but the most important thing when it comes to the Silver Pigskin is learning how to say, vote for me for the Silver Pigskin in Swedish. Could you do that for us?
Yeah, it's rösta på mig för Silver Pigskinnet.
Well, yeah, I got it. I already voted, so we're good on that. But, on a serious note, there's someone very special in the audience here tonight supporting you. Thomas Byrne, if you're here, could you please stand up?
Right there.
Could you tell me about Thomas and your relationship with him there at Cathedral?
Thomas is a really good friend of mine. He's one of my friends that I work with through school at our options program, where it's a mentoring system for kids with learning disabilities and Down syndrome. And we just kind of hang out with them, go to classes with them. So me and Thomas have a great relationship, and we actually had class today in PE. So I'm happy that he's here.
That's awesome. I'm pretty sure we all know who Thomas voted for. And I have to say, as a former Don myself, once a Don, always a Don. Best of luck to you here tonight and on Friday night in the section finals.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jordan. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Now, earlier this season, we had the Noah family in studio, and they sang. And about 30 seconds into their song, I realized I knew we had a fresh segment for the Silver Pigskin Gala. I present the Noah family performing No Longer Cast the Burdens.
Cast your burden
unto Jesus.
Unto Jesus.
For He cares.
He cares for you. Come on, lift them higher.
Higher, higher. Higher, 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 higher. Higher, higher. Lift Jesus higher.
Jesus.
Victory, victory. Victory, 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 victory. Victory, victory. Victory in Jesus. See, Lord, when you die, all life you revive. And I just want to thank you, Lord, because I'm able to say, no longer, no longer, no longer, no longer, no longer, no longer. No longer will I cry. No longer will I hurt inside. See my Lord Jesus, He lives again. And for that, Lord, I say amen. I say amen.
The Noah family, everybody. Good job. All right, we're going to take another time out. Milan Grice is up next. You're watching the Silver Pigskin Gala.
I see red people.
Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance.
Welcome back to the Silver Pigskin Gala and Car Super Shuttle for all your holiday transportation needs. I'm going to call your attention over to the B stage where Rick Willis has a Bronco corral.
Yes, that is correct. We're here with a Rancho Bernardo running back, Milan Grice. Milan, first of all, nice contingent here. First of all, let's just talk about what happened in your last game. People know that you tore your ACL. How's that going? And kind of give us the progress here.
Definitely getting a lot of support from family, friends, and just the San Diego community. So it's definitely a huge for me on my recovery.
We've been watching you since your sophomore year. I think you filled in for Tyree Range when he tore his ACL, and then you lit it up there in the playoffs. And you, as a senior now, you guys went 44-3 as a class, including I think you have your state champion, including a state championship. Speak to your high school career, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing. Not too many high school players get to say that they've had like such a good prestigious 4 years. So it's definitely a blessing and an honor to be up there. And our team just did really well, and we all play as a family. So.
One of the things University of South Dakota has offered you, and you're a smaller back.
Right.
I feel like still with you got Shady McCoy, you have all these smaller backs, and yet smaller backs get a bad rap. What is it about small backs, and why should people want smaller backs?
Why should people want small backs? I just feel like we're quick, we're nasty. The Smurfs out there, we bring it. We're little guys with a little attitude, so we bring it each time.
All right, and you also won our Twitter for the Jack in the Box. Your name was pulled, so I'll go ahead and give those to you. And
we're looking a little short here, man.
You know what's so funny is I actually saw Paul Rudy eating a Jumbo Jack and curly fries. Paul, what's up
and
with
I still fit into my costume. Milan Grice, everybody. I am joined now by 2005 Silver Pigskin recipient Abraham Muhazy. Abraham, I want you to look at this monitor here. Do you recognize the guy we're about to see coming up? Do you remember 2000?
Yeah, I remember that little guy.
Yeah. I got to tell you about it. Abraham just found out that Braxton Burmeister beat his all-time passing records. Tell me what you said.
This guy behind me beat me by 6 yards, and I just found out.
All right. Abraham is an alum from El Cajon Valley, and that's the feel-good story of the year, not only for what they did on the field, but for what's going on in the student enthusiasm and in the student body, which you have a big part in. Tell people what you're doing over at El Cajon.
So we started an alumni association where we've been helping raise money for the students over at El Cajon Valley, as well as the athletic program, which we just recently raised $9,500 from April to August by just running events and doing stuff with alumni to be able to raise some money. As well as a huge sum from an alum named Daryl Priest, who just donated $100,000 to the athletic program. So it's great to be able to do that with the alumni there at El Cajon.
And to do it, because kids are normally lethargic, and what you're doing is really great. I felt guilty when I saw this piece of video. You were just recently inducted into the El Cajon Hall of Fame. Besides making you old, what did it mean to you to be honored by your school?
It's definitely an honor that it's something that lasts forever. The last time I remember a feeling like that was the last time I was on this stage with you, actually winning the Silver Pigskin, and those two things, last forever, and just that feeling alone is unbeatable.
Well, what you're doing for your community is really stand up, and everybody appreciates you, Abraham. All right. I now send it over to the San Diego Chargers have been a big part of this show for a long, long time. And every week they honor a high school football coach with a $1,500 check in the name of the coach for the football program. Tonight, once again, we are so fortunate to have Chargers General Manager Tom Telesco sitting over at the B stage with an even bigger check for our Coach of the Year. Take it away.
Thanks, Paul. I know how hard it is for the PPR every year to come up with the 7 finalists for the Coach of the Year, but to come up with just one is really, really difficult. But after a lot of deliberation, the 2016 Chargers Coach of the Year is Rick Jackson from Madison High School. In last Friday's Division I final at Southwestern College, Coach Jackson rallied the Warhawks, erasing a 31-7 halftime deficit to beat rival St. Augustine 35-31. Madison is currently 11-2 with a playoff date against Calabasas in the Southern California Regionals in just a few days. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Jackson, the 2016 Chargers Coach of the Year. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Spanos family and the San Diego Chargers, we'd like to present you and your program this check for $2,500.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right, so I get to give you a couple questions now. I get to be the interviewer.
Sounds good.
I've been in football all my life, high school, college, professional level. Every coach I've ever been around has 3 things: a great GM. I take that back. I'm just joking. Great players, great assistant coaches, and a really supportive family. So who would you like to thank first?
My GM, my wife. Without her, there's no way that I would be able to do what I do. My family, my parents and her parents really helps out with our boys, so they're first. And obviously I have a great staff. This is a staff award. Obviously this is not an individual award. This is about all the guys that put the hard work in, including our staff and obviously our players. We have a lot of very good players that work extremely hard, so this is a tribute to them.
Great answer. And then I've become aware that you and your program have adopted the NFL's Heads Up program as part of your, or at least integrate it with your high school program. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, all of San Diego Unified School District are Heads Up football programs. So we all are certified. All of our staffs are certified. We go through the training and make sure that all of our coaches are teaching the game, a safer and better way.
That's great. Coach, congratulations. And to all the high school coaches out there, on behalf of the Chargers, we'd like to thank you guys for all the work you do and the dedication you have for the student athletes and really developing not only on the field but off the field. So thanks from the Chargers. And Paul, back to you.
Mr. Telesco. He's pretty good at TV, too. We're going to take another timeout. Tate Haynes and Samson New are coming up next. We're reaching the halfway point of the Silver Pigskin Gala.
Good evening, San Diego.
On behalf of my entire family, I want to acknowledge San Diego for the unbelievable show of support.
And as you can see, I put the tan in Tanners. But I can promise you, you will be entertained.
Much better. But tonight, it's all about the PPR. Michael Shorten, roll the highlights.
Yo ho, yo ho. Shiver me timbers. Get me off me here.
Luke Dewar is doing it and doing it and doing it well. It's run in, and run in. Brock Ellis was a real crowd pleaser.
The Orange Glen defense gets lost in the sauce.
Feel the burn? More like feel the sting. University City's Casey Gramford throws it up, and away.
Let's turn up!
Super Loquito.
Hey, get hyped up! So concludes my work in the PPR.
Here's an oink to you from your Steel Canyon family. For superstars, so say it loud, yell PPR!
A big thank you to Renovation Realty for this opportunity.
Stay classy, Sultans. I want to thank everybody in my family and my extended family, the San Diego Police Department. Paul, back to you.
All right, hey, well, how about a round of applause for our idol coordinator? She's sitting right there, Alyssa Kromeyer. She is a star, everybody. Time to meet another finalist. I take you back to the B stage where Coach John Carroll is standing by.
Well, I'm fortunate to be here today with Tate Haynes, the leading quarterback, star quarterback of the Open Division Cathedral Catholic Dons, winning a CIF championship. And here we are going to talk about how you accepted a scholarship to play DB, and you never played it in high school. How'd that happen?
Well, I think coaches saw that I ran 4.4, 4.5 in the 40 and jumped a 35-inch vert and had a father who was very successful, played a long time in the National Football League. So they saw that and saw some potential in me.
I heard you went back to their camp and you just tore it up as a DB.
Right, yeah. When I got out there, they put me through some drills and really liked me on that side of the ball.
And we know that you're a talented athlete. We've seen that on the PPR. We've seen one other thing on the PPR that you're pretty talented about, too. So let's roll it. Pretty good musician here.
Little red Corvette, baby, you're much too fast. Little red Corvette, I'm gonna make a love that's gonna last.
Whoa! So we got academics success, we got athletic success, we got musician success. How do you balance it all?
Well, I got great parents who have taught me, how to balance all that, and I have a lot of strong passions in music and in sports, and gotten pretty good at balancing all that.
True Renaissance man, outstanding. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, I turn your attention over to where the band is standing by. The Honda dealers of San Diego's Hannah Meldon is handing over a $1,000 check to RBV band director Eric Wyrather and the Rhythm of the Ranch, the 2016 PPR Band of the Year. Hannah, on behalf of the 12 bands who received a check from Honda this year, this song is for you. Rhythm of the Ranch, everybody. Let's go over to the Stone Zone, where there's another Silver Pigskin finalist.
Thank you very much, Paul. On this ship, it's an old ship that we borrowed, so I thought we'd get something new and blue. And Samson New, congratulations for being up there on that podium. Let's talk about the Division I championship. You guys come back from an incredible deficit. And I know you guys have the talent to do it, but what did you tell your team at halftime that pushed them to the championship?
Like everybody else in the locker room and probably on the whole Madison side, I did say a prayer too. And in my prayer, I didn't ask God to win. I asked him just to give us the courage to keep fighting, keep pushing through, never give up. And after I was done, after Coach Jackson said what he had to say, I brought my guys in and said what I had to say. I think it worked, hopefully it worked.
I think it worked, man. Just put it out there. I think it worked. You're committed to Oregon. Last week, that got a little dicey when your coach was dismissed. You said you were still committed to the Ducks a week ago. Is that still the same today?
Unfortunately, Coach Hovers got let go before I even got there. But, as of right now, I'm still committed to Duck.
You still keeping the faith?
Yes, sir.
Why are you staying there?
I just want to see who they're going to bring in. Hopefully the assistant coaches, some of them get hired back, like Coach DP, Coach Hoke, like my position coach. And, we'll see where we go from there.
I don't think it's going to stop the people from calling you at all. Last thing, you are going to the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. One thing the military members, football members have in common is they have to dig in and find that deep well. What helped you dig in to make that tackle?
I have to say my parents, all the sacrifices they make for not only me, but, my sister and my brother, all the sacrifices they make for us, I can't thank them enough. I'm really appreciative of them.
Samson New, a great player and a great man. Congratulations. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Brandon. When we come back, you'll meet another finalist and the Iron Hog winner. We're getting closer, folks. The countdown to the Silver Pigskin announcement, just moments away.
I'm Mike Milburn with the Prep Pigskin Report. The Combat Information Center, or CIC, was the defensive hub of the USS Midway. Using a simple shape system, the sailors in this room could determine who was friend and who was foe. A circle meant friendly, a square was unknown, and a diamond was treated as hostile. For more information, go to midway.org.
I'll stand here and then see if you can throw it. There it is.
We got to do everything from spending time with the kids, just playing games with them.
It's absolutely amazing. I think every school except Penn came by in spring.
We built a library. We worked around the school. We helped clean. We helped build.
This is my mini ramp or half pipe. I built it when I was about 13.
For my Eagle Scout project, we built a bridge in Rose Canyon.
We got to him, and he just, all the Spanish just came rolling right out.
The college classes from Miramar. And you come in, to be ready with the bell. The teacher, has their stuff. They're ready for the whole period.
Working with dementia care patients, helping them get through their life, just really touches me.
My sophomore year is when was the first season I didn't play without her. I'm not trying to fall down that path that my brothers took. I'm trying to make a difference.
I never really had the running back type. I just walked out there first day and said, I'm a running back.
It's nice to have almost a second coach out there on the football field.
Every time I walk into the library to check on him, he's working hard in there. He's always working to make himself a better person and a better athlete.
Hey, how about a round of applause for our 2016 Miramar College student athletes? This segment is done by Brandon Stone, and it's just another great year, another great crop of kids. We're now about 13 minutes away from the announcement. I call your attention to where the Scotties hang out. A pair of Scotties are hanging out at the B stage. Troy Starr standing by with Silver Pigskin finalist number 6.
Well, this is an honor. This is an honor to present the great Zeke Noah. Zeke, real unfortunate injury at the end of the year. How are you going to turn this negative into a positive?
Well, everything happens for a reason. So to have a strong faith, I feel like I can face something like this with God on my side every day. But it's going to be a struggle, but it's going to be okay. So, yeah.
Now, it was a pleasure to coach you for 3 years, and your humility and your work ethic, where does that come from?
I want to give all glory to God no matter what. Every day, He wakes me up in the morning, puts a smile on my face every day, and that's what pushes me, and my family as well also pushes me. So,
You're the best. Zeke, what would you want your teammates that you respect the most, what would you want them to say about you?
For me, to be a humble guy, a humble man. That's what I would want them to say about me. Being humble is what I was taught from my father, and I want to carry that on. So,
the biggest factor in your college decision, what's it going to be?
Well, right now, I'm looking forward to a place where, obviously I feel more comfortable, but a big one is, stay close to a church. That was a big one as well, and just to be involved in be comfortable with the coaches, so I was good as well.
Well, I got to tell you this from the Star family, we love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Ezekiel Noah, everybody. During this show, we always try to reflect on some of the more memorable moments of the season, and I'd like to introduce Sun Devil senior kicker Ashlyn Morey. Hi, say hi to everybody, Ashlyn.
Hi.
I'm guessing your path to the football field came through the soccer pitch, did it not?
Not really, to be honest.
Well, then how did it happen?
I was just watching a commercial on TV, and there was a girl kicker, and I thought that was amazing. I just wanted to try.
Well, you're not here because you're a girl playing football, because that story's been done before. You're here because you represent mental toughness. I want to take you back to the playoff game against East Lake. You've missed a couple extra points. You've missed a field goal, and with 12 seconds left, Coach John Anderson sends you onto the field to kick what would be the game winner, or you go home with goat horns. We're going to look at that. Tell us what was going through your mind.
I was definitely nervous, and I felt that if I missed, it was going to be my fault, but I was thankful that I made it and got all the seniors and myself on to the next round.
Congratulations. Ashlyn Morey, the inspirational story of 2016. Now, Mom and Dad are here. Mom, you raised a really, really good Sun Devil. Tell us about mental toughness. Is that just something you have on the inside?
My kicking coach last year, Teddy Anderson, really opened my eyes and made me realize that toughness comes from inside of you, and you just got to believe in yourself. And I reflected back, and my parents really supported me throughout all my years of high school and football.
Very cool. All right. Thank you. Ashlyn Morey, everybody. Let's kick it over to the B stage. John Soderman is standing by with another Silver Pigskin finalist.
All right, Modern Day, I got a question for you. Is this guy the real deal in the South Bay? C.J. Verdell, thank you for such a great season.
Thank you.
Got quite a fan club there. Hold on, I got to ask some questions here. All right. I just talked to Tom Telesco, the Chargers GM, and he said, you have great... Let me backtrack. I talked to an opposing coach, who said tackling you was so hard because you have legs like tree trunks. You can squat 500 pounds. I want you to talk about your workout routine. We're going to look at some video. What are you doing there?
Just some back pedals and some cutting drills. I did that. That was an under the radar. It was a UTR video, yeah.
And plus, you and your dad run the steps at the stadium, don't you?
Oh yeah, we do that a lot, and we work out during the summer. We did 5:30 workouts with me and some of my teammates as well.
Now, getting back to what I was talking about, Tom Telesco just talked a few minutes ago. He said you have great downfield vision. Is this something that you have taught yourself, CJ, or do you think this is just an innate skill from God?
No, I got to give the glory to God always. But, I think it's definitely enhanced through practice and play.
I want your mom and dad to take a stand here. Your dad's a lieutenant commander in the Navy. Chris Verdell and Sabrina, could you please stand up? I've had the privilege of getting to know your mom and dad. How big of a deal would it be if you won the Silver Pigskin? Your parents in the Navy, your mom used to be in the Navy, your dad is on a Navy ship.
I think it would mean a lot to them, because of them, because of the Navy they met and got married, and I'm here, but being on the U.S., receiving the award on the USS Midway, which is an aircraft carrier, and my dad being in the Navy, I think that would mean a lot to them.
C.J. Verdell, thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good job, bro. McKinnon Broadcasting CFO Steve Sadler has declared a winner, everybody. The sealed envelope will be, there he is, in a utility closet, coming up with the final numbers. We will have the announcement coming up in just a few short moments. Here at the PPR, we honor some of the top interior linemen in the county. We call it Shaq's Pigpen. You're looking at some of the class of 2016. Each Friday, 5-time CIF champion. Yeah, of course. Coach John Shacklett inducts a top grunt into the shed. The Iron Hog goes to the county's top lineman of the year. In 2016, that lineman hails from Olympian High. His name is Godino, Dominic Godino. Coach Jack, take it away.
Thanks, Paul. This is the award, the Iron Hog Award, and I'm going to pass it over to Dom here.
Thank you.
Let him take it. It was crushing me. Okay. Now, you played both sides of the ball this year. Which side did you like, offense or defense?
I 100% like offense more.
Yeah, I figured that. You like to get the ball, like to control the snap and all that stuff, right? Yeah. Now, you like the offense. What's the single most attribute a good offensive lineman needs to have?
Honestly, probably short-term memory. Just being able
Short-term memory.
Yeah, if you get a bad call on you or you get beat, you just got to know that you got another play, another snap to get him back.
Game. Yeah, that's good. All right. Now, you were recruited by San Diego State. You're going to San Diego State. What was it like working with Rocky Long?
It was honestly a blessing just being able to say that I'm going to have my college paid for and being able to, especially for San Diego State, it's going to be a big deal. Just a huge blessing, and all glory to God for the opportunity.
Well, congratulations, Dominic.
Thank you. Can I send it back to Paul?
Yeah, you can send it back.
Paul, here's up for you.
Thank you, Dominic. As we speak, the votes are being counted and recounted. Anticipation of the announcement is reaching a peak. I'm going to send it back to KUSI Studios for a slice of social brought to you by Domino's. Danielle Norman and Mike Milburn with their early exit vote results.
Thanks, Paul. Welcome to a Slice of Social brought to you by Domino's. The polls closed less than 20 hours ago, so it's important to note these are only partial numbers, but we do have some exit poll data. For example, 96 San Diego coaches voted. It looks like the coaches' vote is split pretty evenly across the pizza.
58 San Diego media members cast their ballots. Jordan Jen Markeith is looking like the early darling of the media voters.
That's right. And the social media vote, or the popular vote, all of you casting your votes on KUSI PPR social media, looks like Samson New is in the lead there.
Now let's turn to our state-by-state breakdown. This just in, we can safely call Arizona for Braxton Burmeister.
But in Oregon, it looks like we're headed for a recount. Sampson and Verdell, too close to call.
And as you might expect, the evangelical vote is being split three ways, largely among San Diego County geographical lines.
That's right. Internationally, Jen Markeith is the overwhelming choice, especially in Sweden.
But there are two exceptions. Grice is doing very well in Milan. And if PPR projections hold like they are, Ezekiel Noah is going to take the Scottish vote.
Again, these are only partial numbers, providing us merely a snapshot of the voting process.
The final numbers are just moments away. That's it for the Domino Slice of Social. Paul, back to you.
All right, folks. Thank you, Danny and Mike. The announcement is coming up right after these commercial words. Patrick Conan of Patrick Henry High School. Ryan Gonzalez of St. Augustine High. Reggie Bush of Helix High. Oceanside, Jose Perez. Mr. P.T. Gates. Mr. Jake Fadden of Hilltop. El Cajon's Abraham Muhazy. And El Capitan's Ryan Lindley. Nelson Rosario of El Camino High. Cathedral High's Tyler Gaffney. Dylan Baxter of Mission Bay High. Stephen McClure of Vista High. Brandon Lewis from Oceanside High School. Israel Tofi Papa. Imperial High School. Royce Freeman from Mission Hills. Deshaun Holiday from St. Augustine is Mr. Elijah Preston. All right, welcome back to the Silver Pigskin Gala. This is the money moment. In my hands is the winner. Less than 4 people know the name on this inside this envelope. Drum roll, please. The winner of the 2016 Silver Pigskin from Modern Day High School, CJ Burdell. CJ, what does this moment mean to you?
Oh, man, it means a lot. You know, first of all, I want to give thanks to God and got to give thanks to my family, my coaches, and my friends as well.
John Silverman touched on a little bit. This has to be extra sweet. The venue has to make it extra sweet, especially for your old man.
Yes, sir. You know, it definitely means a lot to him. You know, he's a big part of the reason why I'm here today. You know, big inspiration to me, and I look up to him.
So a lot of your teammates are here. What do you have to say to them?
Hey, let's go back to work on tomorrow.
That's right. You still have some football to play. I believe we have a voting breakdown. If we could throw the graphic up. As it worked out, Samson New won the fan vote. You finished third, but you were a runaway winner in the balloting vote. What do you want to say to all the people who voted for you?
Big thank you. You know, without them, I wouldn't have won this award.
All right, Samson New, everybody. Or excuse me, CJ Verdell, everybody. You can see all how we tabulated on our website. We want to thank everybody for coming tonight. The 2017 season is 262 days away. We'll see you next year.